Hey guys, this is Betamax Man here, and I picked up a couple of more beta tapes. These are some Disney movies, as you can see, and I bought these two tapes from the same seller. He was selling both of them, and I didn't need another copy of Bambi because I've already got two copies of Bambi. But it came with the movie Dumbo, so that's why I bought. I didn't really care if I got Bambi, but what I wanted is this particular release of Dumbo, because this was a 1991 release, and this was the fourth time it was released on home video. And this is indeed the beta version. As you can see, it's got the little beta sticker there. And we'll show you these things. So let's go ahead and take a look at both of them. And we got the spine of Bambi there. And the sticker there. And now we'll just turn them over. And we'll show you the backs of the movies. So yeah, this was the fourth release, and this one is on beta, of course. And now we'll take a look at the tapes themselves. So we'll look at the labels on the tapes. And there is Bambi. There she is. And it's got a little nipple there. And that one is cracked and broken, which is usually what happens to these clamshells. You know, because they're 30 plus years old and the plastic gets brittle and doesn't last very long, does it? So there we go, on an L435. There we go. So there's that one. We'll get this back into its position. Oh, looks like it broke the rest of the way. I have a replacement case that I'll put this in, but oh well. Alright, let's take a look at Dumbo. And the labels are different, the covers are different. It's pretty neat. And here is the beta tape, and this one is also on an L435. And they always have this little sticker of a projector. I always thought that was pretty cool that Disney did that. They put these little stickers on there. And there she is, guys. There's the tape. And the nipple is actually in decent shape on this one, except for being pinched on a couple of the sides there. This has actually been in the heat, and it's actually started to, the plastic on the case, if you can see, there's like a little bubble. There's some bubbles happening because this case got really, really hot. It was in a, on my street they have these little mailboxes, and they'll have these two big boxes that they can put packages in. So they'll put your package in one of these big metal boxes. And so this thing was sitting in there all day, and of course they're aluminum boxes, so they're gonna hold in the heat, and so this one got pretty warm. In fact, I was adjusting the sticker so it would be halfway straight, and you can see where the where some of the red ink got ripped off of the sticker. Anyway, didn't hurt the tape any though. The tape plays perfect. So pretty cool, guys. Pretty cool. Yeah, I love the beta format. You know, I still do. Always will. And there we go. So what I thought I'd do is I'd show you my other copy of Dumbo. And of course, this was the second release. They had 4 different releases. This was the second one. This was from mid-80s. I'm going to say 1985 or 86 is when this one came out. And so this one's different. You can see pictures are different. You know, the artwork's different. Let's look at the back and see. You've got this little pink colored background with purple lettering, and I thought, man, that's kind of neat. That's interesting to have. I love having different releases of the same movie. And there we go. There's the spine and the spine of that one. And yeah, if we look at the tapes have different labels on them. They have different labels, and you can see here how the black diamond is on the top and the lettering is underneath. And over here, the lettering is on the top and the diamond is underneath the lettering. And this one says Walt Disney's Dumbo, the classics. This one just says the classics. Dumbo. 63-minute runtime. As you can see, they both have the 63-minute runtime on the labeling. Pretty cool. I love having different releases. You get to, I kind of like to show people the different releases that we have here. And I think this one I like the best. I love the fact that they put them in these big clamshells, because this was one of the ways that Disney could actually cut production cost. Now, the very first release was released in either 81 or 82, and it was released with mono sound. And the reason why I bought this release is because this has hi-fi stereo. And because this was 85, 86, so that was after hi-fi came out. And then they started doing, once hi-fi came out, all the movie companies started putting, you know, hi-fi stereo on the tapes. They would get the machines that had hi-fi stereo. So the very first release doesn't have hi-fi stereo, it's just a mono. The second release, and the third release, and the fourth release, they all have stereo, hi-fi stereo. Now, some movies would be done in both linear stereo and hi-fi stereo. So some tapes actually had both stereos recorded onto the tape, which was pretty cool. It's cool to have, you know, linear stereo and hi-fi stereo. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, I think it was Rambo. That actually has both the linear stereo and the hi-fi stereo, both onto the tape. So yeah, this is cool. And if I get there's another release that I'm actually bidding on, the third release of Dumbo, and if I get it, I will show it to you so you guys can see some of the different releases that there was. And somebody asked me about basically, is the beta have the same thing on it that the VHS has? Yes, both beta and VHS were recorded off of the same master. So, you know, they're no different. The beta is going to have exactly on it what the VHS has, unless it's a release that was after beta died. When beta completely died, then, you know, it would be a little different, because there would be, you know, different things on the VHS, but, you know, like, might have a different preview or something, or, you know, but yeah, the masters for the beta and VHS are the same. They'd be the same mastering process. They had identical packaging, so the packaging was the same, except for with beta it was smaller than VHS, obviously. So they had the smaller clamshells, and then later on in the late 80s they started putting beta tapes in VHS sized cases to cut production costs. They actually started doing that earlier than that. I'm thinking mid 80s is when they really started putting beta tapes in VHS sized cases. But I actually like to have the VHS sized cases. I like these better than I do these. I love the fact that they used the beta sticker, the red sticker with white lettering, and the three common stickers. The two common stickers that they would use would be a white sticker with red lettering, and then a red sticker with white lettering. And they did have, on occasion, they would use a blue sticker with white lettering. Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing the different releases that I have here. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.